Time now for Better Money with Joel Johnson. Today we're going over some of the frequently asked questions that Joel and his team get. Joel's a certified financial planner and managing partner at Johnson Brunetti. Thank you so much for being here.
Great to be here.
So these are some of the questions that you get at your office that we know a lot of you out there have. So we're going to ask them and you're going to answer them.
Absolutely. We get tons of questions from our viewers, so these are really fun to answer.
All right, so the first one today is Colleen asked, recently I was unemployed and I have a 401k that I want to roll over when I get a new employer. If I roll it into an IRA now, can I then roll it over to a new 401k when I get a job? So, because you always recommend that if you leave your job, roll it over into an IRA.
Correct.
How many times can you keep rolling this thing?
Well, under the new rules, as long as that new job that she gets, that Colleen gets here, accepts rollovers into that 401k, she can roll her old job's 401k into an individual retirement account, and then when she gets the new job, roll that money from the individual retirement account into the new 401k. She's allowed to do that as long as the 401k at her new job accepts rollover. So that's the key. But under the new rules, we can actually do that as many times as we want.
Okay, and you might want to do that? Is there like a benefit that you would do that?
There may be a benefit. I mean, it's a little simpler if you have all your retirement money in one place. You're giving up probably some options on investments and a little bit of flexibility, but you're getting everything in one place. So it's sort of it's decided based on how much you actually have saved for retirement. If you don't have that much, you probably want to have it all in one place.
Okay.
Once you start building up a pretty good nest egg, you probably want to diversify a little bit and not have it all in that new company 401k.
Okay. Next, Jeff wanted to know the best way to find a financial advisor who will do the right things for him based on his risk comfort, listen to his suggestions, and put his needs first. How should he go about finding an advisor? I think people worry sometimes that maybe they're just selling something because they get paid for it.
Correct. I think the best thing is find an advisor that's a fiduciary. If somebody's a certified financial planner, they have to act as a fiduciary. If they're a registered investment advisor, they have to act as a fiduciary, which means there's a higher standard to act in Jeff's best interest.
Okay.
Secondly, how long has the person been in the business? I think they don't have to be really old, but they should at least have a pretty good amount of time in the business. I'd say at least 10 years or so.
Can we ask for references?
You can ask for references. That's not very effective because you're only going to get the people that are the happiest.
Okay.
So it's not a great way. There's something called broker check you can go on to, but the bigger a firm, the more they're going to have a few complaints here and there that sometimes are justified, sometimes aren't. So I think you just get exposed to as many financial advisors as possible. Make sure they're a fiduciary, they're acting in your best interest, and that they really get to know you. And you should have a good feeling as well as knowing they have good credentials.
Okay. Next, James worked from 1980 through 1997 paying into Social Security, and then from 1999 through the present as a public school teacher. He wants to know if he is eligible for Social Security, which is a big question if he went into teaching after a corporate job.
Correct. So in Connecticut, public school teachers do not pay into Social Security. Therefore, when they retire, if they're just getting the teacher's pension, they don't get Social Security because they didn't pay in. The trick here is he worked for another company and paid into Social Security. Unfortunately, he's going to get penalized if he wants his full teacher's pension. So in Connecticut, there's this sort of anomaly in the law where you kind of get cheated. I don't want to say cheated, that's probably the wrong word, but you lose some of those Social Security credits. He will get a little something, but it'll be a small check, $200 or so.
All right, so there's your answer, and we have more of your questions. It's the frequently asked question guide, and you can have it for free. Just email Joel and his team at bettermoney@wfsb.com.
That's right. The great questions in here, great resources, glossary of terms, excellent information on this Better Money Guide.
All right, thanks, Joel. That's Better Money.